Hello everyone, I'm back with more weather updates. So, as we all know, earlier this week, cyclone Amphan made landfall in West Bengal, and it brought heavy rain, very heavy rain, along with winds and also storm surges to the coastal areas in Odisha and West Bengal. So let us just hope and pray that everything comes back to normal pretty quickly, and the government will provide the support that is needed for all the people to get back on track. So with that, I just wanted to quickly cover how the effect of this cyclone that just formed in Bay of Bengal, and it went on to impact the east coast of India, especially Odisha and West Bengal. How is this going to affect the monsoon onset? So May 22nd is the date when the monsoon should have reached Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Basically, they should have covered the entire islands by today, and it has not happened because obviously we have lost a lot of energy for the monsoon currents to propagate because the cyclone has taken away all the moisture energy from ocean and as well as atmosphere. So the monsoon onset is going to get delayed. Especially, it was already delayed over Andaman and Nicobar because it was supposed to happen today, but it has not happened. So just quickly, we will look at uh, what is the scenario as of moving into the next few days. Okay, so when will monsoon onset happen over Andaman and Nicobar, and also over Kerala? Okay, so that is what I am going to cover today, and so before I move further, let me just give the conclusions and then we'll go to the dynamics. So the conclusion is as follows. The monsoon onset progress has been delayed by cyclone Umphan. So we are actually going to be in a suppressed convective phase until May 27th. Okay. So most of the places around India are going to experience dry and hot weather, except South India and maybe some parts of Central India. Of course, South India, by South India, I mean the peninsular India, um, especially the South Peninsular India covering southern Kerala and south coastal Tamil Nadu. Those places may still get some rains. The ITC's at movement is sluggish and it will continue to be sluggish until May 25th. And the reason will be explained in the dynamics. But the good news is that there is a chance of MJO arriving to Arabian Sea by May 28th or 29th. And along with that, we are expecting that a Rossby wave and a weak Kelvin wave. And this Kelvin wave is basically the atmospheric Kelvin wave, the convective Kelvin wave, which will give the push to the monsoon. Okay, and that push is expected to start from around May 28th and 29th, and it will be active until June 12th. So this is the window where the monsoon surge will happen, and this is when the monsoon will start covering many parts of India. Okay, that is the analysis that I have done. So based on this, May 28th and 29th is when I expect the onset over Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Basically, it will cover the entire Andaman Islands. Right now, it has only covered the South Andaman Sea. Okay, so as per IMD. So after that, the monsoon currents have not propagated. They have been stagnant. Okay, June 3rd and 4th is when I expect the onset over Kerala. So it is not very much delayed, but it is delayed by 2 to 3 days. Earlier, we were expecting that it will make a slightly early onset around May 29th, but then that is all gone because of the cyclone that we just saw in Bay of Bengal. Okay, but following that, the earlier onset is delayed, but then the later onset over Bombay, um, rest of Maharashtra is expected to happen on time. Okay, so I'm still expecting that the onset over Bombay will happen around June 10th or 11th. Okay, so with that, let us get to the dynamics. So what is the reason behind this? The reason behind this is explained in these charts. So let me just make a slideshow. So as you can see, this is as of today. This is the Kelvin wave, okay, and this Kelvin wave is feeding into. Sorry, I need to make it full screen. Yeah. So this Kelvin wave is feeding into a system in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so this is the reason why we are in the suppressed phase right now, and the ITCZ is still sluggish. So ITCZ, if you can see, the ITCZ line is still here. Somewhere here is where the ITCZ is. Okay, it has not moved. It is not moving northward. The reason is because of the system which is in the southern hemisphere, which is getting the feed from this Kelvin wave. Okay. So as of today, if everything was perfect, then as of today, this should have been up here, and it should have covered the westerly should have reached South Andaman, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which has not happened. Okay, and if you look at these charts, it's the same thing again. This is that strong Kelvin wave and the Rossby wave, which is feeding into the system in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show. Between 20 and 26, that's what is going to happen. So that's why most of the Indian region is going to have a slightly suppressed phase, except for the peninsular India. Okay, so this red is the Rossby wave, equatorial Rossby wave. This blue is the Kelvin wave, and black line represents MJO. So all of them are favoring the system that is in the southern hemisphere, okay, which is going to become a tropical storm and probably move to Australia. But things will change starting from 25th, 26th, when there is another slight surge. So this is the weak Kelvin wave that is coming in, and if you see, this is going to go into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so these are the Kelvin. These are kind of some westerly bursts, if you may. So this is the westerly burst which is produced by the Kelvin wave. That is going to uh, be present in the Arabian Sea as well as Bay of Bengal. Okay, and this is exactly the monsoon surge that is needed, and by that time, but this will also help in the ITCZ moving northward. So as you can see, the ITCZ has now, it was previously here, but now the ITCZ line is expected to move here. All right, so close to Sri Lanka. All right, so that is what is going to give the monsoon push. Right, and so 28th, 29th is when that is going to happen, and that will help in onset over Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, and if you see it in the CFS outputs, that's also very clear. 27th to June 2nd, we have this Kelvin wave here, the blue line, which is the Kelvin wave. Then we also have the MJO, which is moving into the phase 1 near Africa. Okay, so these two will come together and give the necessary push for the monsoon. So that is between 27 to 2nd June. Okay, so everything falls into place, right? So for the till 26, we are expecting a suppressed phase, and then from 27 onwards, things are going to get active again. And this is the MJO forecast. Again, as you see, after 26th, this is coming into phase 1, and phase 8, and then it will come to phase 1. Around 29th, 30th is going to come to phase 1. Okay, so that is the MJO plot. And finally, if you see, this is again the same velocity potential. So this Kelvin wave is going to cover both Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, and this is what is going to give you the westerly push, because there's going to be a gust of westerly winds which is needed for the monsoon onset, because you need the westerly depth to be few kilometers, right, from the surface up to 700 or 800 HPA is the westerly depth. So that this is going to give the push to that westerly winds, right? And due to that westerly burst around 28, 29, we are expecting a cyclonic circulation to occur in the southern most point. Okay, and that is going to give the push to onset for Andaman Nicobar, and slowly it will move towards Kerala. So Kerala onset is expected around June 3rd to 4th. Okay, and this cyclonic circulation is what is going to give the push, right? Like I already said. Okay, so this is the precipitable water, which is the moisture content, and this is where we should look at, because versus the Arabian Sea starts from here and Bay of Bengal is here. So this is so around 60 east to 90 east is where our basin is located. So you see that MJO is coming in, correct? Like I already pointed out, this black line is MJO, refer to this legend. And along with the MJO, there is a low. So this is the low pressure system. So these indigo lines are representing low pressures. So low pressure is also going to come into our basin, which is the reason for this cyclonic circulation. And that low pressure along with this is going to give a moisture push, which is going to help in monsoon onset. Okay, so that is the conclusion. So after 27th, interesting things are on the way. Up till that time, up till 27th, mostly suppressed phase. But as I said, since this westerly burst is very still little bit active over this southern part. So so peninsular India will still get rains, and which is already seen in terms of some moderate to heavy rains in Trivandrum and other parts of southern Kerala. Right, so that is going to continue, but those are still pre-monsoon showers. Those are not monsoon showers. Monsoon showers for Kerala is expected to start in June only. Okay, all right. So I hope that is clear. So with that, I will close, and this is again the conclusion. So May 2029 onset over Andaman Nicobar, onset over Kerala around June 3rd and 4th. Mumbai onset, I'm not expecting it to get delayed, because once the monsoon push starts, then it will stay. It will get the push for quite some time, at least 10 to 11 days, which will help in covering up to Bombay or rest of Maharashtra. Okay, so that is what is the weather outlook for next 1 to 2 weeks. Right. I hope this video was useful. Please share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.